The Saddle Boys at Circle Ranch in at the Grand Roundup by Captain James Carson, narrated by John Rayburn. Did you find your knife, Bob? No such good luck, Frank. That's kind of queer, isn't it? I'm beginning to think so myself. And Bob Archer looked meaningly at his chum, as though a suspicion might be forming in his mind to the effect that there was a practical joke back of it all, and that Frank Haywood really knew more about the missing article than he chose to admit. And yet Frank, as a rule, was not given to pranks. Did you go all over the ground where Ted Conway was teaching you yesterday how to pick up a handkerchief from the back of a galloping pony? Frank continued. Covered every foot of it and more, replied Bob. And still didn't find the knife you value so much? Persisted his chum. Never saw a sign of it, replied Bob, whose home had originally been in old Kentucky, although a year or so back he'd come to the Southwest to live, his father being interested in various ranches and mines with Colonel Leonidas Haywood. Oh, well, I wouldn't worry about it too much, observed Frank. It's sure to turn up sooner or later. Perhaps one of the boys happened to pick it up and is waiting for an owner to claim it. I asked everyone on the ranch, Bob went on gloomily, and they all had the same story to tell. Never saw the thing. I hate to have anything like that happen. Seems as if I feel every little while that it's on the tip of my tongue to say what I did with that knife. Then I get all mixed up again, and for the life of me I can't remember where or when I had it last. Chapter 1. The Strange Return of Old Baldy. The two boys, while talking in this manner, were galloping over the level plain at a fair clip. Bob was riding Domino, a big black horse he had brought with him from the bluegrass region of Kentucky. Frank rode a yellow pony of great endurance and wise beyond the average of his class. Buckskin, he was called, true to his color, and Frank had taught him many of the tricks known to the favorite mounts of cowboys. Frank and Bob were seen riding over the country so much that far and wide they had become known as the Saddle Boys. Some months before the time when they are introduced to the listener in the present story, they had investigated a mysterious noise that seemed to come from a spur of the great Rocky Mountains within 20 miles of Circle Ranch. This queer rumbling had awed the Indians for a century or more, and they really believed it to be the voice of Manitou. What the two lads saw, and the adventures that befell them on that occasion, have been related in the first story in this.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?